Yeehaw! Greetings to all in creation. This is Aurora Mother New Creation, here to unite heaven and earth with the latest energy update. And we just filmed a whole video on my iPhone here. They have already robbed the iPhone 8 with the Collier cop station. So, they're trying to still get me in trouble now. Long story short. Yesterday, my session with Greg Crowley turned out to be infiltrated by the minions. Since we sat at Poor Bar, the manager came to the table and asked me, like, whatever you'd like. So they served me a martini which had poison in at the bar. To my left was a lesbian couple, and then a regular couple with the Janet and her guy, who were chatting me up, whatever else. And as soon as I returned the drink that had the poison, whatever that thing that's just sour that they normally put. As soon as I returned that, and I ordered a closed beer with a top, and then walked to the back. She ordered a seeker thing, and then they sent behind me a guy from the military who was incubusing me the whole time. I left a card at their table, and then they took it to wherever they stay with their mail handler buddy that came pick them up. The whole purpose, if you all know and recall, of me coming back to this area was to find out why, as soon as Brendan Irvin called to book his session, I was in Los Angeles, and I was doing wonderful. I was able to pay my own rent. All my bank accounts were still valid and active, and etc. I was working and making money in sessions and everything. As soon as Brendan calls, they placed spells on me, shut down Aurora Mother Recreation, put spells on me for me to come back, which I did. Did everything in their power to remove me from the place where I was, had just received the key at 211 Cordillo at that point, to, force me on the streets for their agenda of forced incarceration, etc. Now that I, got out of there, and that, not only did I prove to be up to snuff and all in every regard in terms of awareness, transforming consciousness, what's going on is further manipulation in the field, whereby, they've received the card that says Morning Star, and they just go morning, because while I was in BCDC, I left infinite number of messages all over Beaufort, Bluffton, Greenville, etc., going, "This is Aurora Rainbow Morning Star," and I called every journalist, every bank, every possible number under the sun. It wasn't easy for me to get out of this Dodge situation, and I had finally gotten Iaquinta to call my biological father, find out facts about the murder of my mother, etc. And then instead of being, tranquilized further in there by their fraud for therapists, they let me go, and I'm now doing my naturopathic healing here and everything, which I have a great attitude. I go to the gym, and every time I get anybody to book a session, I always do that in the highest. So they were looking at, my records and all, like, my data, the purple folder where I have all the evidence of every, restraining order and robbery and everything else. And so the first part of that has my transcript, Aurora Mother New Creation, .com, and I will now show that on camera, because now I'm filming from an Alcatel. Now their plan is to rob my iCloud, Aurora Diamond Star, and make pretend that they rewrote the transcript for AuroraMotherNewCreation.com, and then they want to stick me with LoveDima.com with Archangel Michael, which I don't want to deal with Archangel Michael at any cost, at any level, ever again, period, the end. Nor do I ever want to see the Amber thing ever again. And I warn you all, Amber is not Aurora. She's a porn star prostitute. The guy they sent behind me yesterday at the bar, one of their military buddies, who's a, unfortunately sold off sex slave, as soon as he left, and he was literally sitting at my table, like, all he still needed to do was pull his dick out and jerk it off in the middle of Poor Bar. And it was a setup with a mic lawyer next to me, so that the also other girl keeps Greg always sort of busy, so that in the end the lawyer can tell Greg to drink a lot of water and stuff like that, when they're dropping me back to the house, making sure that in the military Hampton room, Amber can show up and get fucked all night like the porn star she is, get all these entities to revisit all the Catholic Church and all the churches to put spells on creation, using my energy, succubus at a bar and incubus by some people whom they are sidetracking and making them feel unworthy. The first time in my life in years that they allow anything even close to humanly presentable to sit in my proximity, because they only allow very old people next to me, or crippled people, or sick people. They want at any cost to force me to breed with anyone that is not divine or holy, so that I end up being a stay-at-home mom, drive my kids to school, whatever. At any cost they want to play spell on me to make me fall in love with whoever it is all the time, to make me feel desperate, etc. So here's my folder that the police told me and asked me to keep. Aurora Diamond, and I said Rainbow Morningstar, Mother of New Creation, because if they get me with their terrorist already poisoned cops, because the army and the military are being poisoned. Proof in the pudding yesterday, the guy was intelligence, and they had poisoned him. They had just literally had him sit there just to succubus incubus my energy, to then take it to a Hampton Inn to get Amber fucked like the porn star it is, playing Aurora when it's not Aurora. It is a porn star. Behind the scenes of all Catholicism is sex servicing in my name by people who have legal rights and authority to spy on me all day, to incubus, succubus me, put spells on me, black magic on me, mirror magic on me, only sent toward me, betrayer at any cost, to make a loser into a winner. And also to mention the Hoisington brothers work in Corpus Christi, where this lawyer was also working at yesterday. So if you guys want to say that my case is something I cannot win, you're very wrong, because Hoisington knows personally. He was sent to me at Black Marlin. He put me online, lovedima.com, which I shifted to auroramothernucreation.com back in Miami. In Motion Hosting is also to be sued. They're the ones who told me I couldn't go by Aurora Diamond Rainbow anymore. I wasn't sure why. I was in Miami. All I did was I received the Morningstar. I went by Aurora Morningstar. That's why these people hate the Morningstar, and they go Aurora Diamond Rainbow Morning, and then they don't read star, because I was like Aurora Rainbow Morningstar the whole time when I was getting out of the trap they set me up in as. So now, they're trying to get me to remove Morningstar from my awakening. But 654043140 is my social security number. I am one person. Even if I was born and I have 2 birth records abroad or whatever was done, I'm still one being, and I'm not sharing my timeline with anyone for any purpose. If now Heather is tired of playing Dima Tabrawi, since she's already bred and gotten the baby out of its uterus, and now they want to restore the Dima for me, give me all the money, which is fantastic, but still I am the shift. So Amber's gonna have to vanish from the picture. All these people are gonna have to leave me alone. I am the shift. It already should have happened. It's not my fault if somebody stole my pictures and my records and blood and is doing daily rituals and, getting bars to behave really psycho toward me and to do these agendas on me. I will not at all compromise. So this is the thing, my thingy. This is the surgery that, it's auroramotherofnewcreation.com. That's my transcript. I provided this session at the table with Greg Crowley from the gym. Anchored Consciousness, that's how I found out about all of the rest. See, Aurora Diamond Morningstar, and then there's Aurora Rainbow Morningstar for PO Box 57744. Those are all my TD Bank purchases, all of my accounts, everything is all here. Everything, all the letters they sent me, all the lies they sent me, all the restraining orders that was fraudulent. Watch this. Woodhaven Drive 3A3, Woodhaven Villas. That's my Florida driver license, yada yada. Here it says that I am, if you can see, it says Asian Par Islander, and then the next one says white. That's the same trespass notice for 1 day, and it's called harassment trespassing. I hadn't done nothing besides just go to TD Bank after Marianne Champa had robbed my card ending in 4252, hoping that they would get me incarcerated for the longest time ever, and then hoping to chop me up in half or make 2 Auroras or 3 Auroras. I don't know what the agenda might be. There's only one me. I will never really, attune to the fake programming me that I have some sort of a, sister that's a porn star or a mother that's a porn star that actually killed my mother. And, for people like the Heather in California to, now call Amber Amy because they can't call it Dima anymore because the Heather thing's called Dima. Now the Amber is done being Dima because, it's finished. Now it's already, parading as whatever. Or however they're turning this stuff. There will not be more than one me, period, the end. And to all the military little boys that are being manhandled and sold to sexual slavery. They're probably brought from other states, from poorer states. They're brought here to Hilton Head. They see the Shazam and the glam. They'll take them to a hotel, book them a room, and get the prostitution terrorist network of fuckery and porn stars to go get them, while I'm sitting like an angelic saint Archaea that actually has transmuted lower lust and is actually divine and actually can perform my laser plasma tech. But every time I perform or something, they have to ruin it for whoever I'm performing for. So now, instead of Planet Fitness being the liberation and the global freedom, because all I need is one co-creating partner, because this is a constitution by the people for the people. So by the moment that I am done and I make the grade, next thing that happens is very simple. Whoever partners with me, the government will naturally follow. This is by constitutional rights. That's why America is the land of the free, because soon as you all get it and you all stop being in your own ways and stop being slaves and start being free people, actual Americans, then it's full planetary liberation. But as long as you're subservient to the federals and the fake government and being scared and trying to bribe police and drug them and myself for your fake agendas, etc., it's not really going to work. So, if they're trying to rob the resurrection and make, chop me up in 2, etc., like they have been, that's not at all the intention. Plus, after I went on the journey and they denied, saying, they're like, no, you can't use rainbow, you can't use diamond rainbow anymore. So I was like, oh my God, the Morningstar dawned upon me. I was like, hey, Aurora Morningstar everywhere, all over Florida and everything. Then they used that against me to try to send me there, where their bases are or whatever, with, the Iran clan they've been trying to marry me off to their chosen, Islamists for a long time or whatever it is. But had I not come back twice here and did the whole work for Aurora Diamond Rainbow Morningstar to reclaim my full power, okay, but I did the work and I did the plasma tech surgeries for all in creation. So if you guys think that my plasma tech is a fraud and then you could just try to sweep me under the rug, etc., to bribe me and make me sell off on my resurrection to let you all get away with being my fake for sister when you're just a porn star that is ruining the Catholic Church with all sorts of demonic jinns that you've opened the portal to with your hooker sex and all the rest of it, and all the lies you're telling everybody about me. Anywho, Goddess bless. Have a wonderful, beautiful day.